Hey baking besties, welcome back to part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, where have you been? We've been here, we've all attended. Where have you been? Part 1 is the video before this one, so just notch it back one and go watch that one. You can do it without, but you won't know what we're talking about. So no. This is what we did in part 1. We made these lovely geo cake hearts ready to go on the top of the cupcakes. That I'm going to show you how to do right now. So let's get prepped and get all our things together. Everything I use is linked down below or very close if I couldn't get you the same. So hop down below and use the links because it helps support my small channel. And also don't forget to link and subscribe. So we're jumping straight in to making the little teeny tiny monogram toppers for these cupcakes. So I'm going to use a multi-cutter because it's hell of a lot easier. Now I haven't pushed it all the way through. As you can see, that's still in one piece because when you use these monogram stamps to put the letter in, it pushes it out slightly, it pushes the paste and it deforms the shape slightly. It's just me being a bit of a perfectionist, but I like it to be perfect. So I put the mark across it first so that I can see where the middle is and get it nice and central, and then I will come back, line it back up and cut it again so that it goes all the way through. And then we're going to be really sure that we get a nice clean line with that as well. I like these multi ones because they do really give you a really clean line. Some of the metal ones, because of the way they're formed, obviously they're formed from one piece of metal shaped into the shape, you get an overlap of metal slightly. And I know it sounds really finicky, but it gives you a slight jagged edge on one edge. Whereas the plastic ones, although not as good for the environment, I know, they do give you a much cleaner edge. And I do find that they last really well. Obviously, they're really good for other uses, like doing on the side of a cake if you need a lot of them. They really are really handy. If you do a lot of this kind of thing or you want to use this style a lot, definitely invest in one of these cutters. They're not expensive. So there we go. We're going all the way through, and once we're through, we're going to wipe the back, because what that does is get rid of any little frayed bits around the edges, so you don't have to go around each one getting it off just by wiping your hand across it. And then we're gently poking them through. Now this is a modelling paste that I've used here, and it's coloured with Blush by Colour Mill. I will link those below for you. I'll link the modelling paste I like to use, and I will also link the paint, all of the ways I mix my paint. I don't use a paint straight. I don't buy a paint. I use Luster Dust mixed with Rejuvenator. I don't think that's a very big thing in America, the Rejuvenator. I know quite a few of my watchers, about 50% are from America. So you can use Everclear or lemon juice if you don't want to use an alcohol. Lemon juice will take a lot longer to dry though, so just be wary of that. Now I'm using quite a strong silver here. Obviously you can use any colour you'd like. I wanted to use silver against the blush and the navy. I thought they went really nicely together. So there's me just trying to zoom it in and then focus it for you. For some reason I thought I'd just leave that bit in. I don't know why. This is a 0 brush. You can just see it in the bottom corner there, the 0 on the brush. So it is teeny tiny. And we've got a fairly thick mixture, not massively like lumpy or anything, but thick enough that it doesn't run around the channels where we've stamped the the letter onto it, because we don't want it to run around and overflow. We don't want to get any overflow on there. So we're going to paint all of these. Now I did 2 sets, so you'll see me making double the amount of what you actually see in the video. So I made 24 of these cupcakes, and each set of 12 had 4 of each design. So it had 4 cake hearts, 4 of these, and 4 of the multi-piped design. Obviously you can throw in another design and do 3 of each. You can only do 2 of each design. You can do just 1 design. The one with the little monogram on, which we're making for now, that's a really popular design, and I've done so many different styles of that and sort of colours and designs, and it's quite often mixed into a lot of the work I do in one way or another, because it's a really popular request from my clients. Now I'm going to stop boring you with painting all of these, and then I'm going to super speed it. Be back in a minute. Also, if you are new here, I ramble, deal with it. This is just how we do it. We're nice and normal, and we don't be overly professional on this channel. And now we're using a bit of splat. I like this effect. I love the way it looks on most things. I think it's a really cool, easy technique that you can use to just level up your cakes a little bit. So I thought instead of going for just the plain letter, I wanted to do a little bit of a splat on there as well. So I went for splats. You don't have to. They've probably also got a proper name. I call them splats. Deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. So then we're going to move on to decorating our cakes. So we've got 12 cakes here. These are made from scratch vanilla cakes. And we've got some buttercream here, of which I've put the recipe in the comments for you. And we have coloured it with colour milk navy and a little bit of royal blue, and popped a little bit of booster in there as well, just to make sure we get a nice rich navy colour. You would need to warn your clients that this will colour their mouths because it's quite dark. It's quite a heavy colour. Okay, so we're making sure we finish our swirls around the same place. And if we don't, what we need to do is twist them like I've just done, and then place our topper on, because that just gives us that really neat, professional looking finish. Okay, so like I say, if you've not finished it in quite the same place, I always do my swirl opposite to right-handed people because I'm left-handed. So your swirl will go the other way. So you'll just need to account for that if you are right-handed. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about the fact I'm left-handed and I swirl the wrong way. And so now we're putting some 1mm silver balls on. I'll link these down below for you. Like I say, everything will be linked, or as close as I can get if I can't get exactly the same brand that I used. I like this. It almost looked a little bit galaxy with the teeny tiny speckles. And then I'm just putting some slightly larger ones on. I think these are 4mm balls. And they come in a mixed pot, which is actually really, really brilliant. And I love these pots, and I will link those for you as well. They're really, really handy. I empty them out into another bowl, and then I can use the different sizes as and where I want. Okay, so now we have got a petal tip, and I'm trying to get the camera to focus for you, and it doesn't want to. So let's force it. There we go. So when we're using this tip, we use it this way up. So with the larger half at the bottom of the cake. Okay, and then we've also got tip 2D there with some blush in it. And we have got tip 6B. That one's a 6B. So we're going to start with the tip 104. This is a Wilton 104. And we're putting that large side down. And now we're going to make the camera focus where I want it to focus. And we are applying even pressure, sweeping backwards and forwards, getting slightly larger in the centre, and then making it smaller as we get towards the edge. Okay, and we're doing 4 of each design in each box. So we've got 4 of the monogram, 4 of the, I always call it a multi-pipe, multi-tip, however you want to say it. And then we've got 4 with the cake hearts on. Obviously you can split them differently if you want to. Having more of the cake hearts from a business point of view would increase the price for your client, so it depends. Now we're moving on to the 2D tip. I always use the 2D by Gem. I prefer it. I think it gives you a nicer, neater effect than Wilton or other brands. I'll link it down below for you again. If you use my links, it does give me a slight commission, but I am a teeny tiny channel and it really does help. So if you can use my links, please do. And then we're using the Wilton 6B. I love this tip. I love the way it has such a multifaceted sort of look to it. And then we are using those teeny tiny 1mm pearls, dragees, and whatever you want to call them. They're edible silver stuff. And then we're doing a nice blush rose swirl in the middle of the cake. It doesn't need to be massively neat because we're going to pop the cake hearts on top. Like I say, you can reduce the amount of cake hearts if you're trying to keep the costs down for your client, or if they just don't want that many cake hearts. And obviously don't forget to go back and check out part 1 if you did miss part 1. There has been a fair gap between the 2 videos and I really can't apologise enough for that. As life happens, unfortunately, and I just haven't had the chance to upload this. I've had the thing recorded for ages, and even the voiceover done mostly for ages as well, but just not got around to it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, share, all of those things. Pop me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. Let me know if there are things you'd like to learn, and I'll try my best to do some videos on them. Definitely need some inspiration at the minute and lacking inspiration. It's that time of year. It's all dark and damp here and horrible because I live in the UK. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.